Hey team, how we going? It is Kaz from In the Trenches with Kaz, and I'm here today with a message for you. Whether you're looking to join the military, whether you feel like you're lost in the fold, whether you feel like you just need something, some vision to give you a spike, a percentage chance, someone that believes that you can go for more, that you can chase life. But I will balance this with the statement that you're not special, and neither am I. Our deeds can be, but they're forgotten quickly as well. Caught on trophies, covered in dust, where no one remembers the names and they sit in corners and eventually go into boxes as time moves on. I'm 49 years old. Next year, I turn 50. But in this forever channel that will define the second half of my life, I'd like to be that person in your corner. That person that gives you the opportunity to say, well, maybe I can do it. Maybe I don't need to wait till everything's perfect, the stars aligned, before I shoot a bearing and step off and see if I'm to be successful. At the end of the day, this is what I want you to think about. Let's ponder on a life lived, which is mine. 50 years old, in one more year, put the bat in the air, the grey nickel. Don't take your feet off the ground. That's not how you celebrate a half century, son. My life has been the life of a soldier. That's about as hard as it can get. Politically incorrect. Red pen. You're fat. You're thin. You're useless. You're shit. But at least you know where you stand. And where you stand, you're never alone. Except on the day that you discharge. Now, I've stood over the bodies of those who lost their life too early. And I look at those people in my mind, in my invisible wounds, and I think, what good have they been? Would have they been Olympians? Would have they been fathers or mothers? Or artists or singers? Or engineers who built the bridges that brought worlds together? Our life can be a vision of what we can be, but be careful that we don't try and know all the answers too quick, or you might not take a step forward at all. Understand, no matter what you choose for your life, that the actions you take now to harness a life of experience will determine whether you'll be sitting by the fire, listening to stories, or standing up telling the stories yourself. Grandpa, tell me again. Tell me about the time that you saved the fireman because he was too overweight to get up the ladder and fell in the water and you broke through and saved his life. Or whatever the case may be. Don't waste your life chasing money and merchandise. They're all a byproduct of success. The success you create by chasing that life, by chasing adventure, being the best version of you. Risks are fine, as long as they're calculated risks, or you're willing to take the consequences for your actions, and that's called an adult. I grew up beside a beach. I was in the Army Reserve. I left all that and I joined the regular army. I joined to go to Signal Corps, jumped ship, and decided to flap my wings and see if I could fly. Red Bull gives you wings. Didn't exist then. And I went to infantry. I was told I was too small, that I didn't weigh enough, that my mouth was too big, and that was from my dad. 28-year veteran, Vietnam veteran, and my hero. Team, I realised I wasn't special, but I did realise that my surname was. It was to me. And I wanted to illuminate it. I wanted to be the best version of me. I wanted to be the team member. I never wanted to be a leader. But I did want to be part of the winning team. I made up for everything I was bad at by repetition, by running, chin-ups, weight, swimming. I did it all. But again, my personality has always been my worst enemy. It's opened doors for me, but it's also slammed some shut. You can't change who you are. But what you can be is just a better version of you. I left Signals to be with infantry because it wasn't the job, it wasn't the career, but it was the kind of people that I wanted to be surrounded by for the rest of my life. And with those people, I created a bell curve of successes and failures, where in between was a confusion of achievement, qualification, trauma, fun, sadness, emotion. There was times where we were embracing history and we didn't realise it at the time. There's times I look back on and I cringe, and there's definitely things in life I regret. But I've always chased life. I don't quit. I finish everything I start. I volunteered for things when people said, don't volunteer, never volunteer, that's the golden rule. But when you volunteer for things, you show an enthusiasm. You show a confidence in the team. You stand up and you make the team that 10% better, and then when you do something wrong, you're forgiven. If you sit on your hands your whole life and you don't show any proactivity, if you don't show implied tasks can be met, or if you can't meet specific taskings, then you're no good to the team. You don't have to be beautiful. You just have to be there at the end. So the message to you is to chase life, is to make a decision, is split from the pack and create a new one that will take you down lanes, open doors, close doors behind you. And that is how you start a bell curve of life, the collection of the good, the bad, and the ugly. But always take account that you ain't special, but your name can be. That's Kaz from In the Trenches with Kaz, with a quick message to you to get you through to one of our live streams. I hope this gives you a little bit of real motivation for the day and reminds you that the advice you get off others can't always see the fire that you have in your heart to do something. Follow it, live it. Don't be in a hurry to settle down, but also don't wait till you're 40. Go and have a good day. Buy someone else a coffee. Pick up that piece of garbage. Never sit down as a man. Always be the first one to stand up and allow someone to take your seat and expect it. Because then someone will look at you and go, that guy's a standout. That guy's doing something different. It's not because he wants reward, it's because he thinks of the team before himself. And if everyone did that, we'd just have a better country and we'd have a better world. So with all that out the way, it's time to get out of your chair, grab yourself another coffee or start drinking coffee. It's as long as the conversation should go for. Go and ask out the second best looking person you can see. Start living life, open a door, close it behind you, no going back, and enjoy what you start. You're the architect of your future, and you're still alive, you filthy animal.